There ain't nothing wrong with a Texas song. There's a yellow rose in Texas I'm going home to see. Though other men have held her, her heart belongs to me.
You've traveled down some dusty roads, slept out in the rain, but this yellow rose is always here when you come home again.
She knows I've done some hard times.
You stumbled and you fell, I just kept your pride from dying.
You saved my soul from hell. She's a diamond of the desert,
she's the golden flower of spring, she's the yellow rose of Texas. She can make a man a king.
I gotta say, this is the most talented group of people I've sang in front of all night. There's a yellow rose in Texas, she knows the dues I paid, and I'm going home to tell her I wish I'd never strayed.
You couldn't see beyond yourself, your pain and wounded pride, but now you know the truth is in the way you feel inside.
She knows I've done some hard times.
You stumbled and you fell, I just kept your pride from dying.
And you saved my soul from hell. She's a diamond of the desert,
she's the golden flower of spring, she's the yellow rose of Texas. She can make a man a king. Yes, the yellow rose of Texas.
She can make a man a king.
I'm sure good at losing, I'm even better at giving up. I could turn this record over after you fill up my cup. If you'd stick around long enough to turn me around, I could be your one-trick pony. One thing that I do that'll teach you a thing or two about a wayward drifter's ways, just a cruising for room. Underneath the cover you'll find your lovable living lover, but you won't find another that can do what I do to you. I'm sure good at losing, I'm even better at giving up. I can turn this record over after you fill up my cup. If you'd stick around long enough to turn me around, I could be your one-trick pony. After a while, you see through the shiny smile. But honey, by then, I'll have my thumb out in the wind, off to find another willing to take me in. I've never been there before, friend, just to do it all again. I'm gonna live or die by my old MO. Why fix it if it ain't broke? I'm sure good at losing, I'm even better at giving up. I can turn this record over after you fill up my cup. If you'd stick around long enough to turn me around, I could be your one
She got me like the first time I heard Alan Jackson Chattahoochee. I was never the same again. I'm a lifelong fan. Yes, I am. Baby, I love you like I love country music. You give me highs, Willie, girl, you give me Golly Jones. You turn me on as much as I turn on my radio. Let's take our time, walk the line, kinda like Johnny and June did. Yeah, let's do this. Baby, I love you like I love country music. Cause I could never live without you. Or my favorite songs about the top to bottom, perfect. You're like Brooks and Dunn's debut album. You got me feeling like I'm a brand new man.
Oh, I'm a brand new man.
Yes, I am. Baby, I love you like I love country music.
Country music.
You give me highs, Willie, girl, you give me Golly Jones. You turn me on as much as I turn on my radio. Let's take our time off the line, kinda like Johnny and June did. Yeah, let's do this. Baby, I love you like I love country music. Hit 'em with it. Way up with it. If I was stranded on an island, only way I could survive is if I had you and that needle dropping on a vinyl. You give me highs, Willie, girl, you give me Golly Jones. You turn me on as much as I turn on my radio. Let's take our time, walk the line, kinda like Johnny and June did. Yeah, let's do this. Baby, I love you like I love country music. Oh, baby, I love you like I love country music. Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3, go! That's right. Baby, I love you like I love country music. Hit 'em again.
Had one eye on the road, two hands on the wheel. Bottle of mezcal by my side, I'd already cracked the seal. It was 9 o'clock in the morning when we crossed that state line. Well, I said hello to New Mexico, left Texas far behind. Cause I'm heading out west where that wild wind blows. I traded in my troubles for the freedom of the road. Well, I left this girl in Lubbock, Lord, I didn't even pack. Well, I'm headed for that promised land, I'm never coming back. Now I picked up a passenger just this side of Hobbs. Said he's going down to Carlsbad to find himself a job. He asked me where I was going and why my eyes were red. I took another swig of mezcal and I turned to him and I said, Lord, I'm heading out west where that wild wind blows. I traded in my troubles for the freedom of the road. Well, I left this girl in Lubbock, Lord, I didn't even pack. I'm headed for that promised land, I'm never coming back. Changed his mind, said he'd rather walk alone and take a chance with his life. Well, I pulled off of the highway and he made his retreat. I threw an empty bottle of mezcal on the gravel at his feet. 'Cause I'm heading out west where that wild wind blows. I traded in my troubles for the freedom of the road. Well, I left that stranger standing on the shoulder with his pack. Well, I'm headed for that promised land, I'm never coming back. Just this side of Carlsbad, I passed out and rolled my Jeep. Told the cop there on the scene I simply fell asleep. And then from out of nowhere, well, that stranger appeared again. He was walking towards the cop with an empty bottle of mezcal in his hand. And I said, oh, shit. Now I'm heading out west as the siren blows. He traded me his handcuffs and my freedom of the road. We left that stranger standing on the shoulder with his pack. I'm headed for that county jail, I'm never coming back. Tear it up, David.
Vaguely the ties that bind feel like a noose around my neck, choking the life from me and leaving my dreams gasping for breath. I've lost sight and so have you of the man you were attracted to. We lost me somewhere along the line. And I can't live like this no more, knowing just outside that door there's a road that leaves us all behind. There's a half a tank of freedom in my Chevy and I'm leaving, and there's nothing in this world you can say. So don't insist on standing in my way, I can't find me if I stay. If you really love me, if you care at all, you'll gladly step aside. I've given you the best of me, and now the rest of me is gonna take a ride. There's a gravel road that turns into a two-lane blacktop highway that stretches out for miles and miles and miles. And the milepost and the road signs are pointing out a white line to a man I haven't been in quite a while. There's a half a tank of freedom in my Chevy and I'm leaving, and there's nothing in this world you can say. So don't insist on standing in my way. I can't find me if I stay. I can't find me if I stay. I can't find me if I stay. I can't find me if I stay.
I'll take you dancing in the country, Levi's in them low beams, spin you in some red dirt, sweep you off of both feet, out here where the sun sets, Silverado backbeat. You never wanna go home and never wanna not be dancing in the country, dancing in the country. Yeah, it goes left, right, left, you making me wanna sway, you're making me wanna play some Alabama and Jackson. Got you around my neck, you're making me wanna stay, you're making me wanna lay you down here in the pasture. Yeah, we can two-step, put your boots on, baby, we can do that. Girl, cut a little loose, you can move that, move that. Oh yeah, I'll take you dancing in the country, Levi's in them low beams, spin you in some red dirt, sweep you off of both feet, out here where the sun sets, Silverado backbeat. You never wanna go home and never wanna not be dancing in the country, dancing in the country. Oh yeah. How do you feel that heat? Watermelon summer, get them Lucas seats, stomping like the thunder. We can two-step, put your boots on, baby, we can do